Hello everyone. So I'm back with another video. I hope you guys are doing well. So in this one I'm going to create a very basic typography, but I'm going to take it to the advanced level, of course. Now for this one, this is the text I'm going to use. Blue Paradise Summer Surf. This is just some random text. I was thinking of making something kind of a surfing theme, so this is just random text from online. I'm going to make it a design here, and for this style design I'm going to make it look like kind of hand drawing things. So for them I'm going to use a font called Billion Dreams. You have seen me using this font in my many of my videos. Now I'm going to make it kind of this, maybe like this, or in this position. Just I want to make it align perfectly in the center. I'm breaking them because breaking them align it perfectly, as you can see, like this. So this one I'm going to make it overlap with each other. The overall look I want to keep it kind of a like a rectangle, sorry, a circular ellipse theme here. That's what I want to try. So I'm going to select my this one, this blue paradise blue text. I'm going to create offset path for it, not that much, just a little bit. Then click OK, Ctrl X to cut. You can see my keyboard strokes here. I'm selecting this paradise text. I'm opening the transparency for it and press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste it in front, that means in the exact same place where it was, but inside the transparency. So that is how it is looking like, this cutout effect. I hope you know this if you are following my channel. So that is fine. Let's make them a group. Now I want to keep everything centralized, so I'm going to select this one. I'm making some changes here, of course, but that will be okay. So for this one here, I want to keep this one on top here. I'm going to create offset path same size. Ctrl X to cut. Now if I select my this summer text, I can open the transparency, press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will make it look like this. So I think I can move, make some changes here, like move it 2 times up, then go inside the transparency. Whatever we pasted here, we have to move that 2 times down. So that is the tricks of transparency or rules of transparency. Now that is fine. Let's bring that up like this. I'm going to create, select this summer text again, create offset path same size, Ctrl X to cut. If I move that up like this, I can open the transparency again, press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will make it look like this. So my text part is done here. Let's make it a group everything, so that I don't lose its position. Now I am going to take a ellipse here. So with the ellipse I'm going to create it like this, but this is in fill mode right now. If I press shift X, you can see here it is going to convert into a stroke. So yeah, that is what I want. Now I can select all of it, then I can center position them, but I want to do this manually. So as you can see, this part is not overlapping too much, but this part is doing. So I am going to make some changes here, kind of this, just a little bit of overlapping on every side. I think that is fine. So let's create an offset path for my this text, but a bit bigger in size than previous offset path. So I think 5 pixel is good. Now this 5 pixel is for the size I am working here. It is not set for you, like whatever size you are working, that pixel will depend on that. So I am selecting my this ellipse here, open the transparency for it, press Ctrl F. So it is going to look like this. Now you can see this overlapping things, it's looking really cool, but I want to fix this part. So the rule is, if I draw any shape in black inside transparency, you can see I am drawing this shape. So wherever I will place that, that will hide things like behind that. So that is the rules here. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is how it is looking right now, and not very perfect circular design it is looking, because there are some empty space here, and we will fix that. So how can we fix? We will add some extra element to the design. So let's create a surfboard here. I'm not really sure how a surfboard looks, because I have never seen one in my real life. So maybe something like this, but in fill style. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Now when you are working with this curvature tool, the feature is we can always adjust, we can always modify these anchor points to make it look like how we want it. So I think that much is fine for us. And for this one I'm going to press Ctrl Alt F, that means offset path. Okay, so you have to go to here, object path, and then offset path. I set the shortcut for Ctrl Alt Ctrl F, so whenever I'm pressing Alt Ctrl F, it is showing me this offset path window. So I'm going to make it kind of this, but not okay, this much is good. Let's make it a stroke. So this time I'm making it a stroke because I want to make it look like a two-sided surfboard, kind of this. Now it is broken, like expanded, so if I make it unite, I can do that. I will maybe change the position here a little, and then I'm going to select my this theme again to make a bigger size offset path of that. Ctrl X to cut. Now I'm selecting my this text here, and then open the transparency, press Ctrl F. So this is how my surfboard is overlapping with the text part here. But as you can see, this area is not overlapping with my this text, so making that overlap is not really important, so I can keep it like this. That is fine, I think. So if I select my this one here, okay, so that part is done. Now I want to create a custom brush so that I can fill these areas, and for doing that I'm going to create a ellipse like this, maybe. Yeah, that much is good. Let's press A for the direct selection tool so that we can select one anchor point and then make it corner like this, pointy. That is fine, I think. Now if I select it, I'm going to move the direction like this. Then I'm going to open my brush panel, create a new brush, art brush. Okay, so this is going to give me this custom brush. I'm going to make it, I'm going to delete that because that is already added in my this source panel. Sorry for that, not source panel, that is brush panel. So if I press B, that means brush. I have to select my this brush. Then in the brush setting, I'm going to select the fidelity to smooth, like the highest amount of smooth here, then click OK. That will make it like if I make a rough drawing like this, it is going to smoothen my line like this. So that is fine, I think. We can do some extra, like we can do some straps like this. It is going to just fill the empty space of our design. Now of course this may take some time, like the amount of details you want to add in your design, it is going to depend on that, and I really want to make it a full customized design, so it is going to take some time, of course. Now maybe like this. Okay, so if I think this is a bit smaller in size, my this brush stroke, so I can select it, then I can make it bigger, kind of that. Then if I keep drawing, it is going to draw in bigger size, but that is not what I want right now. I want to keep it smaller, so I'm taking my brush tool again in the same smaller size of the previous setting. Now I'm going to just draw some random shapes here. This is just going to fill my entire design here. Now if you want to do it like this, I am just trying to do some wave shapes because this is a surfing design, and that will help us visualize the theme here. But if you want to do it in different way, like here I can match the curve of the text, you can of course do that. Okay, let's do it like this. Take your time, make it perfectly, because each strokes we are making here, we are trying to make the design stand out more. Now of course this is not very important. Okay, as you can see, this is how it is looking right now because of the smoothness we have selected for our brush. So I think that much is good here. Okay guys, if I need to do it like this, now this is the same thing we can do again like one more time. That is going to be inside the transparency of our text. Now I think this is filled quite right. Now maybe I can just add some more strokes here just to fill it, or we can just leave it as it is. Now this two part is not feeling very good, so let's create something like this and then another stroke here, because I just don't want to make it a singular line to fill that area. Okay, so that much is good. Now I am selecting my this surfboard. If I open the transparency, I can select my brush again. Now okay, for this one here I am going to select the brush, then I am going to make it really small, or maybe this size. Now if I take my brush tool again, I can draw it in that size, and as you can see, this is just to create some effect inside my stroke here inside the surfboard. That is good. Now if I select my this text here inside the transparency, if I select my brush again, and then I can draw some random lines, some strokes inside my this text area like this is going to create some kind of highlight area for my text. Now I need to make it a bit bigger in size, not that much small, so that is fine. So let's create something like this. Okay guys, so it is going to take some time, I hope. Okay, if you want, you can ignore this part. I am just doing it live. I don't want to pause the video and come back later, so you can watch it. This is just some random lines. I am doing this with mouse, so that's why it is not, it is taking me 2-3 times each just to do it perfectly. But yeah, try with whatever you have. You don't need to have a graphic tablet to create a good design. You can just, you have to know how to do the work, then you can just simply do it with anything you want or anything you have. Before I buy my graphic tablet, I used to think that a good design is, at least this kind of design is only possible with graphic tab. But after now I understand this is not about the tools you have. This is the thing, you can do it with anything you have, just if you want to do it. Okay, this is just making it, I don't know if it is too much or not, but yeah, I really wanted to make it a cool looking custom hand drawing design, not something like regular typography design, because that is what we do all the times. So that's why this extra works I am doing here. Okay guys, so here one thing is important, that this fidelity setting, if I make it lower like this and I can draw it like this, like if I draw it like this, it is going to keep the, like the variation of the line I am keeping here. So that is the reason I am setting this to high fidelity, so that it smooths my line automatically, kind of this. Okay guys, so that much is good for us. Let's select everything. I don't want to keep anything as a stroke here, and make sure everything is complete black, because complete black makes it complete transparent. Now I want to select my this one, this is a stroke here, so I am going to expand it. Now inside the transparency again I am going to take my brush tool, so that I can do it like this. But okay, let me show you here. So in this version or in this option here, I want to lower my this fidelity setting so that I can draw it manually. Kind of I want to keep some curved lines here, so I can do that. Or I don't think this is looking very good, so let's not do this. Now simply we can do it like this, like with the curvature tool. If we select the stroke, we can make it like this, just to follow the curve of the ellipse here, because it's hard to do it with hand drawing. I'm going to make it smaller, of course. Then let's do one here. So the option of the custom brush is you can use it with anything, like you can make a stroke with pen tool and then apply your custom brush on that. You can make a stroke with brush tool and then apply your custom brush. This is just basically a brush. You can create an path with whatever you want and then you can apply that brush, custom brush, on that path. So this is basically a path we are creating with curvature tool. Then we can simply apply our pre-made brush here. I hope this one will give you some advanced idea or how to make this kind of custom typography designs. Of course, most of us were not hand lettering artists, so we cannot draw text like that, but we can, yeah, do it like this. Now this is just, I'm inside the transparency, so everything I'm making sure that everything is complete black. You can even check here also if it is complete black. Now that's fine. Let's click here. I'm going to select everything here, Ctrl G to group them. Now as you can see, here are some strokes, some fill. Let's try to expand them, and once it is expanded, there is no stroke left. Make sure that it is complete black, and then if you can convert into any one color design like this, that is a good design. So this is my final design for this one, guys. I hope this one will give you some advanced level idea how to make this kind of designs, or even you don't need to make a complete design like this. You can use this kind of effect on any text or you are using any design you are making, and that will instantly change the look of it. I hope this will help you understand the process. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for subscribing. Keep commenting if you want to know anything. In the next video, I will try to answer some of the questions I'm getting in the comment section, so you can put your question there. I will try to answer them. Thank you everyone. Have a great time. See you in the next video, guys.